Hello and welcome! Today we're going to swatch out the Gallo Dotcard. I'm going to swatch them out on Hong 100% cotton watercolor paper, which I already wrote down the names and pigment information. So I'm filming this during the day. I have windows on that side and I have one light on that side, so it evens out just a little bit. And in the end I might turn off the light to show you how the colors look. Last time I swatched the Natural Tree palette, and since Gallo keeps releasing new colors, I don't have the complete range, but it's fine. We're gonna swatch what we have. So here is some information on Gallo. It's handmade in Italy. I will put a drop of water and let it sit for just a little bit and then start swatching them with the Pro Art Proline Plus brush. And I'll be zooming in, and like I said before, I'll be using the Hong 100% cotton watercolor paper. I made one mistake, so I accidentally switched these two colors around. So this was just a reminder to make sure that I don't accidentally put Mineral Violet instead of Tyrian Purple, because I know I will forget. So I'll be right back with prepared dot cards. So here's a close-up, so let's start swatching. First up, Buff Titanium PV6:1. I just need a lot more water. I might need to change up my brush to one that holds a lot more water. It's a semi-opaque color. So I'm going to switch over to the Da Vinci Casineo brush, which holds a lot more water. Next up, Lemon Yellow PY3. So voiceover me is taking over. Lemon Yellow PY3. It's a cool leaning yellow, it's non-staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Lemon Yellow Permanent PY184 is also a cool leaning yellow. It's non-staining, has no granulation, but it's semi-opaque compared to Lemon Yellow. Esso Yellow Gold PY151 and PY43. It's somewhat of a muted yellow. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-opaque. Royal Yellow PY154. It's a mid-tone yellow. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Indian Yellow PY110 and PY154. It's a warm leaning yellow, it's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Arancione. I'm probably saying this name wrong, so I'm probably gonna pronounce a lot of other names wrong, so please bear with me. PY83, PV19 and PR101. It's a glowing orangey color. It reminds me of Aussie Red Gold. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-opaque. Hokkaido Orange, PY216. It's a muted orange, medium staining, has granulation and is semi-opaque. Vermilion Red, PR255. It's a warm orange leaning red. It's medium staining, has no granulation and it's semi-opaque. Medici Red, PR168. Another warm red. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Scarlet Red, PR254. Compared to the first two reds, it's more of a neutral leaning red. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-opaque. Ruby Red, PR264. A cool deep red. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Alizarin Crimson Hue, PR177, PR144 and PV19. It's a cool red shade. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Permanent Carmine, PV19. It's a cool rosy red color. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Quinacridone Magenta, PR122. I find that this magenta leans a lot more purple than I'm used to. Most magenta are a lot more pink, I would say. Compared to the Gallo version, it's quite interesting. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is transparent. Ultramarine Pink, PR259. It's a blue leaning pink. It's non-staining, has no granulation, but according to Gallo it has no granulation, but I do see a lot of granulations, and this pigment does tend to granulate, and it's semi-transparent. Pietra Rosa, PR233, PV19 and PV16. I would describe this color as an earthy rosy color. It's non-staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Paris Pink, PR233. I would describe this color as an earthy rose color, while Pietra Rosa is brighter compared to Paris Pink because of the added PV19 and PV16. Paris Pink is just the pigment PR233. It's non-staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Rose Madder, Natural Red 9. It's another earthy rose color. I have to say this color is a not light fast pigment. It's non-staining, has granulation and it's transparent. Dragon's Blood, Natural Red 31. It's deeper compared to Rose Madder. This color isn't light fast. It's non-staining, has granulation and it's transparent. Quinacridone Violet, PV55. It's a warm violet color. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Then we have Mineral Violet, PV16. It's another warm leaning violet color. It's non-staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Tyrian Purple, PV15 and PV16. It's a cool blue leaning purple. It's non-staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Ultramarine Violet, PV15. Another cool leaning blue violet. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Dioxazine Violet, PV37. It's a deep warm violet color. Staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Notturno PB29, PR101 and PB19. It's a warm muted purple. It's a staining color, it has granulation and is semi-transparent. Zirconium blue PB71. It's a cool light blue. It's non-staining, has a lot of granulation and is semi-opaque. Cerulean hue PB15 column 3, PB4 and PB29. I would say this color still leans quite cool. It's like a toned down phthalo blue. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-opaque. Transparent Cerulean PB15 column 3. A phthalo blue green shade. It's medium staining, has no granulation, although I see some granulation in this watercolor, and it's transparent. Azzurro PB29 and PB50 column 3. It's like a mid-tone blue. It leans in between cool and warm. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. YInMn blue PB86. It's a warm. I would describe it as darker and more muted compared to Ultramarine blue. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Lapis Lazuli Genuine. It's a warm granulating blue. It's non-staining, has, like I said, a lot of granulation and is semi-transparent. Ultramarine blue dark PB29. It's another warm blue. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Periwinkle PB15 column 1, PB29, PB6 and PR122. It's quite of an opaque warm blue. It's not quite lavender, but it goes towards that color, I would say. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-opaque. Midnight blue PB15 column 1 and PBK 9. It's a cool dark blue. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Indanthrone blue PB60. It's a dark muted blue color. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-opaque. Copper Blue, PV4, PG7, PB15 column 3 and PY3. It's a hard to describe color. It's like a blue-green color, seafoam like I would say. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-opaque. Teal Blue, PB15 column 3, PG7 and PV6. It's another green leaning blue. It's medium staining, has no granulation and it's an opaque color. Aquamarine, PB15 column 4, PG7 and PB29. It's a turquoise color. So we're gonna continue with the blue-green colors. I actually love these types of colors. Aquamarine is a medium staining color, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Harbor Blue, PB15 column 3 and PBR8. It's like an earthy turquoise color. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-opaque. Dark Forest, PG7, PBK7 and PY43. It's a deep dark, almost black green color. It reminds me of Periwinkle green. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Forest Green, PG7, PBK7 and PY43. It has the exact same pigments as the Dark Forest, but Forest Green is a lot brighter. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Which is funny, because the Dark Forest does have granulation compared to Forest Green. Viridian Hue, PG7 and PB29. It's quite interesting that a Gallo doesn't have a single pigment PG18, but this one is a lot brighter than a Viridian. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. I would say it has a little bit of granulation. I do see some granulation in this color. Deep Sea Green, PG18 and PB29. It's a lovely, heavy, cool, granulating color. I actually really like this color. It's non-staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Green Earth Cool, PG23. It's a medium staining color, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Malachite Hue, PG7, PG36 and PV4. It's a bright green color. It's medium staining, has no granulation and semi-opaque. Spring Green, PG7, PY184 and PB29. It's a yellow leaning green, it's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-opaque. Taylor Green Light, PY184 and PG36. This one leans even more yellow green compared to Spring Green. It's non-staining, has no granulation and is semi-opaque. Fig Green, PY151 and PG17. It's another yellow green, medium staining, no granulation and is semi-opaque. The upcoming green colors are earthy greens, so let's start. Sap Green, PY83, PG36, PV19 and PR101. Its medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-opaque. Chromium Oxide, PG17, its medium staining, has no granulation and it's an opaque color. Olive Green Deep, PY154, PY110 and PB29. Its medium staining, has granulation and is semi-opaque. Green Earthworm, PG23, non-staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Buckthorn Berry Green, Natural Green 2. It's a non-staining color, has no granulation and is transparent. Green Gold, PY150, PY184 and PG36. Its medium staining, has no granulation and is transparent. French Ochre Sahara, PY43. It's a green leaning ochre. Its medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Verdaccio, PBR7 and PBK11. Its medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Green Umber, PBR8. It's non-staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Next up, the yellow earth tones. Yarosite, PY43. Its medium staining, has no granulation and is transparent. Gold Ochre, PY43. Its medium staining, has no granulation and is transparent. Moroccan Yellow Ochre PY43. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-opaque. Raw Sienna PY43. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Raw Sienna Badia PY43. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Yellow Ochre Burgundy PY43. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-opaque. Quinacridone Gold PY150, PR101 and PV19. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is transparent. Now we have the red earth tones, transparent red oxide, PR101. It's medium staining, has granulation and is transparent. Castile Orange PR102 and PY43. It's a muted earthy orange color, medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Ercolano Red PR102 and PR101. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Burnt Sienna Empty Amiata PBR7. It's non-staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Sartorio Red PR102. Medium staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Venetian Red PR102. It's staining, has no granulation and is semi-opaque. Hematite PR102. It's a staining color, has granulation and is very opaque, I would say. Leighton Red Ochre PR102. This color has like a very beautiful granulation. It's non-staining. According to the chart, no granulation, but as I said before, it has an interesting and beautiful granulation and it's semi-transparent. Morellione PR101. It's a staining color, has granulation and it's opaque. Berlin Maroon PR179. I find this pearly maroon to be very earth tone, almost like purplish. And normally pearly maroon is like a deep warm red color. It's a staining color, has no granulation and is transparent. Quinacridone chestnut, PR206. I think this color is discontinued. I'm pretty sure this color is discontinued. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Burnt Umber Cypress, PBR8. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Burnt Umber Brownish, PBR8 as well, but this one is a bit more neutral compared to the Burnt Umber Cypress. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent as well. Next up, the cool earth tones Burnt Umber Dark, PBR7. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-opaque. Chromite Brown, FECR204 and PBR8. It's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-opaque. It doesn't seem semi-opaque, I would say semi-transparent. Meteorite Brown Genuine. It's non-staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Sepia PBK9 and PBR7. It's a staining color, has granulation and is semi-opaque. Next up, Indigo Natural Blue 1. It's a deep dark neutral blue, like almost warm leaning I would say. Like it's similar to Payne's Grey. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. And then we have the Payne's Grey, which consists of PB15 column 1, PBK7 and PB19. It's a staining color, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Roman Black Earth, PBK11. It's a granulating black color, it's medium staining, has granulation and is semi-transparent. Ivory Black, PBK9. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-transparent. Slate Grey, PBK19. It's a soft grey color, it's non-staining, has no granulation and is transparent. I do see some granulation in the swatch itself. Then we have Ultramarine Turquoise, PB29 and PG7. It's a very vibrant, deep turquoise color. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is transparent. Antique Gold, Metallic Pigment and PY43. It's a warm gold color. It's medium staining, has no granulation and is semi-opaque. Titanium White PB6. It's medium staining, has no granulation, and it's opaque. So I finished swatching. So if you enjoyed that part, please like this video. When I was swatching these watercolors, it just got darker and darker, so I'm using my studio light right now. But let's take a look. This is the first part of the first page. So there are the yellows, the oranges, the reds, the cool reds, and then the purples. I accidentally switched these two up, so you can actually see which one is warmer and cooler. These two are warmer violet colors or purple, and these two are cooler. I love Hokkaido orange because it's like a granulated muted orange. Arancione reminds me of Aussie Red Gold from Daniel Smith. But I think this is a very balanced range. I do know that, let me put this back. I do know that Gallo keeps expanding their range, and they right now added full pens, and in the future they're also gonna add tubes, so I'm interested. I'm quite curious to see that, but I can keep up with the amount of watercolors they release. This is the first page. So here are the watercolors. I will also include a picture. And of course you can pause it and look at it. Then we have the second part of the first page, which consists of a few purples, blues and greens. I love these colors. The Lapis Lazuli was harder to wet and seems brighter than the Lapis Lazuli that I have from Schmincke. I just think they should name transparent cerulean a phthalo blue, which is just easier to pick colors, but it's a PB 15 column tree. I find that these colors are also pretty interesting. This is dark forest and forest green. They have the exact same pigment information, but it seems like this one contains a bit more black compared to the forest green. I love deep sea green, which just has a beautiful granulation. I don't like that this is called Viridian hue. I just wish they had a Viridian color in the line. Maybe they have by now. I don't know. But overall, I like the blues. The harbor blue is an interesting blue-green color. So right now I will add a picture of this page. I also love Aquamarine, by the way. I love blues in general. Then we have the first part of the second page, which consists of earthy greens, ochre colors, raw sienna, and some reddish brown colors. They have a lot of raw sienna and yellow ochre color. This one was so transparent that I had to dip in twice. Verdaccio is also gorgeous, but I wouldn't know what to use it for. Maybe for mossy areas, but then I would lean to olive green deep. So they have lovely vibrant earthy colors. So right now I will add a picture. And I also wanted to add the French Ochre Sahara is also a very interesting greenish brown color. Different than green umber. So it has my interest. I already have the half pen because I already swatched it out and looked into what colors I wanted, and the French Ochre Sahara just called my name, so I added that one. Then we're gonna move on to the last part of the second page, which has like a few warm earth colors, like actually the whole first row. Then some neutral cool brown colors. The indigo and Payne's grey kind of look similar. The indigo consists of natural blue 1, which I don't think it's very light fast, but the Payne's grey is, so that's an option. They have a Roman black earth, which is a PBK 11. It's the same as Lunar black. So it's a granulating black color. I had a small tester of the Ultramarine turquoise, so I added down here. But we can compare it to the rest of the turquoise color. And it's the most similar to the Aquamarine. It's just a little bit deeper and it leans more green, I would say. Yeah, a little bit more green. The meteorite brown genuine looks very interesting. It has like a really cool granulation. I also like the chromite brown, which I already have in a half pan, so I'm quite happy about it. Layton red ochre, it has a very gorgeous granulation. I also want to show you all the antique gold, which has a base of PY43, so it doesn't look too sheer, so you have a base. I quite like that. I almost forgot to swatch out the titanium white, so I added that one last minute. So now I will add a picture of these swatches. And the dot cards, let me show you. So this is how the dot cards look after swatching. So I can definitely get a few more paintings out of these. And I'm definitely going to use them. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of information. What do you think of Gallo watercolors? Let me know. I also have a haul video which you will see appear on screen. And I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye!